Okay guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks for watching today. Just wanted to introduce myself, have a bit of chat about what the channel is really all about, why I decided to obviously start a YouTube channel. There's lots of people out there doing it, but it's something I always wanted to do. I was very lucky when I was a young bloke. There was a channel called the Leyland Brothers. Leyland Brothers were a couple of young blokes in their 20s and 30s who travelled around Australia doing adventures. In the 70s and 80s they started up using making movies, and they're moving into a full-on TV show where you could ask the Leyland Brothers and they would take you to different places around Australia, and I always loved that idea. My brothers and I always were going on adventures, out riding around, hiking, going all over the countryside, just trekking all day, only coming home when we were hungry. And I always thought it'd be great to make our own movies, but of course back in the day couldn't afford it, didn't have the systems, didn't have the GoPros and all the software these days that we have. We had to buy film cameras and develop films, and that was just way out of my league as far as cost was concerned. So yeah, finally getting the opportunity to do this. Very, very excited, I must admit. It's a good excuse to get out as well. I do love the outdoors. What I want to cover in the channel will range in a whole range of outdoor pursuits, from obviously camping or overlanding, as they say in America and other countries. I actually like the idea of the term overlanding. It's probably more encompassing than what we have in Australia, which is either camping, four-wheel driving, caravanning, etc. I think overlanding is probably a more realistic terminology, if you like, as far as what we actually do, which is travelling overland. Certainly that's what I love doing. My younger brother Stephen, he's also got a channel. I'll leave a link in the description of venturing around on a motorcycle. Also something I'd like to look at some point in time. I like that idea. As you'll see from this channel, this first one is about minimalist camping. What is the smallest amount of equipment I can use and still get out and have adventures? Shouldn't have to go out and buy a $80,000 four-wheel drive and spend another $30,000 modifying just to get out and have fun. Get that? Some people want to do that. Totally understand that. For me, I just like to keep things simple. Most of my camping in my adult years has really been around hiking and backpacking, snow camping, hiking out across the snow skiing. A good friend of mine, Patrick, up in the mountains of Victoria and Tasmania, doing mountaineering, that type of stuff. So it's always been travelling light. You could only carry what was on your back, and I suppose that's probably carried over into what I like to do now with car camping or overlanding, is to keep it simple, keep it light. You'll see from some of the footage that I've been using my hiking tent. That's all I really need. I just need a small tent for the night, small campfire, small bit of equipment, and away I go. Just one of the things I wanted to mention is, of course, this is a bit of a test run for me. First thing I forgot was board shorts. It's February in Australia, which means it's about 33 degrees Celsius. Really could have cooled for a swim this afternoon. There's a bit of a river down here. It's not flowing very well, but still the water would have been lovely. No togs or swimmers, no towel. So anyway, that's what happens. As I said, I like to travel light. What else do I want to cover off here? Various pursuits. The other thing I wanted to talk about was travelling local as well, and supporting some of the local organisations as I go around. I think one of the things we don't do enough in Australia is support local communities, local areas. You would have seen that I pulled into a bakery out at Woodford. Had a cracking pie, Angus and caramelised onion. Absolutely delicious. Really lovely coffee, lovely lady in there, really great people. Quick $10 over the counter, you're looking after the locals. So look, the channel will not be a weekly thing at this point in time. I have a family, a couple of young girls, or teenage girls I should say, so it will be as I can get the videos out. So bear with me, and hope you enjoy. Love to hear your comments. Also interested in anywhere that I can go camping. Now, when I was camping as a younger bloke, we used to go camping in the bush, and we would just pull up beside a river and light a fire, and we would camp in that spot. Now, a little bit more difficult these days with national parks and the like. You've got to have more, you've got to book things online, that type of stuff. But if anyone knows of any free campsites, would love to hear about that. So yeah, just let me know once again in the comments if you know of any places. Excuse me while I just control my GoPro here now as well. So yeah, looking to explore Queensland, getting down to Victoria at some stage, catch up with my brother, do some adventures with him as well, and some of my other friends here in Queensland. So guys, thanks again for watching the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Okay, let's check how this burger's going here. Slowly go with it. Heat those coals. I don't want it cooking too fast, but they're probably looking a little too slow. That's alright. Around a little bit, that's a little bit of heat on that side. Okay. Just getting used to this camera, guys, and getting used to holding the camera while I'm cooking, so bear with me if it's a bit rough. And I'll be honest, it's a bit awkward. Okay, let's see how much of a mess we can make with an egg. Looks so good so far. Really like the idea of using charcoal, guys, here. Just saves waiting for making coals. Really, really great. Like fire in a can. Really like that. And it seems to be working well, I must admit. That egg going a bit. At the spatula. It's amazing with the right amount of heat how much non-stick a cast iron frying pan can actually be. Might surprise myself, I must admit. It's cooking quite nicely. So far so good. Okay, let's see what this looks like, shall we? Not too shabby. Never have too much salt. Yum. That'll do us, guys. Okay, good morning guys. Just wanted to welcome you back to the channel. We ended up having a lot of rain last night. Got rained out and soaked tent, but that's okay. Ended up having a nice lazy morning in the tent. Just reading a book, which was nice. Very, very quiet, as you can imagine, around the campsite. So yeah, that doesn't mean we go home though. I've just managed to throw all the stuff in the back of the car, the tent's in the back and all the sleeping gear and so forth. So that was okay. Just waited for a bit of a dry spell. And yeah, so we'll keep going. I'm going to go up through Mount Mead today, so I'll bring you along for the ride. Put the camera up so you can see where I'm going, the bush I'm travelling through. I actually really like the rain in the mountains. It's actually a beautiful place to be. It's a lot of people just end up turning around and going home when it rains, but I don't know why that is. It's a much prettier place sometimes in the winter or in the rain because you get the mist coming down, you get the saturated colours of the trees, that type of stuff. So anywho, just thought I'd check in this morning and I'll bring you along and we'll drop into some places along the way. Hope you enjoy. Thanks guys. Okay guys, just pulled up here for a quick coffee with the stove. It's a bit too wet for lighting fires, so get this little bad boy out. And the great things about obviously hiking once again is that you do have all this gear, which is great. Pretty fancy way of making a coffee, this one. Let's see how we go. As you can probably hear in the background, there's a lot of boats. I'm down at Somerset Dam at the moment. A lot of guys skiing on and wakeboarding and the like, fishing. Absolutely flat out down here, but that's great. Good to see people out and about. Anyway, I'm just going to make this coffee and I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, just going to wrap up the video here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me on my adventures, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now.